Assalamualaikum. Hello guys, you are watching and listening to Hijabae in the City with me, Hana Ismail.
And me, Sarah Hildebrand. Hana, like sometimes, there's days where I just feel like I'm so...
Unpretty.
Yeah, like I don't want to say ugly, but like I just don't feel like I'm pretty and I just don't feel it. I just don't feel myself. I don't know. Like sometimes, you change clothes, you change your makeup, but you're just not feeling it.
Yes, I think we all have this bad hijab day or bad hair day, Especially in all women, it's something that is normal. And yeah, managing insecurities within ourselves is something that we deal even on our good day. The question is, how do we overcome this? And do we want to keep on indulging in this feeling? And how we overcome this quick and fast? Because sometimes in order for us to get things done and keep moving forward is to just like let loose of all this toxicity
and all these like unnecessary worries.
Yes, unnecessary worries, exactly. So what do you do to actually eliminate all these feelings that you're not pretty, and why do you feel that way on that certain day?
I was thinking about it and I thought I don't think it's necessarily from the outside. I think it comes from within. For instance, if I eat something that's maybe not as healthy, I feel...
You feel guilty.
Yeah, you feel guilty and you feel bad about it. Maybe your body isn't feeling great. It just kind of makes you feel ugly all over. You know what I mean? It makes you just feel like, I don't feel good, I'm not pretty. Or maybe, you're not the type that just doesn't work out. So you just start to feel like, I'm not pretty. But the thing is, it's actually not because you're not pretty. It's just like these other things, like these little habits that
basically you're making all these excuses and then you come up with this you're like victimizing yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing this correctly, so hence this is why I'm not pretty.
Yeah, like I don't feel pretty, but you kind of don't know why. Okay, maybe on days where I don't feel pretty, if I have a day off, I try to pamper myself, and if I can't go out to to the stores to do it, maybe I'll just give myself like my own manicure and pedicure, or I'll give myself like my own facial that I could do at home just to make myself feel better and clean.
And I think, like it or not, there are like certain days whereby women will feel unpretty. I don't want to say ugly. Will feel unpretty because there are circumstances and situations that we cannot control and avoid. Things like having PMS.
Oh my gosh!
Because once you start having PMS, it like ruin all your, emotions, whatever you feel.
Nothing's
inside.
right. Nothing's right.
Nothing is right. It's like everything affecting you emotionally. You easily cry. You easily get mad.
Oh yeah.
And also sometimes it portrays. And sometimes certain people, they can actually see that on that day where you're getting your PMS, your face doesn't even glow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I can just tell. When I look at myself, bila I tengok muka I kan macam, oh my god, tak glowing langsung muka I also.
Oh, I've never realized that. I always just feel like I'm not pretty just because I feel bloated and I just feel exhausted.
Yeah, I guess it affects different women
different ways.
But when it comes to myself, macam dia memang affect my face, I suppose. So macam if I getting closer to my PMS days, I rasa macam muka I tak glowy, and also I started having breakouts.
Oh yeah, that happens to me too.
When women start having breakouts or bila nampak something yang tak kena dengan dia punya skin, that's when we get really, really emotional and feel really, really unpretty, guys.
Yeah, unpretty for sure.
I think it's pretty normal. What you have to do is, just have to accept this is just one of those days.
Yeah, I like to use yogurt and turmeric together, and then I put that on as a mask. It really helps.
So on your unpretty days, you use all these organic remedies.
Yeah, DIY. Because I feel like when you do things on your own and you really take the time, you put the time out to pamper yourself, you feel better from inside, and it just shows from the outside as well.
Yeah. Also, I think some of the spiritual practices that I do whenever I feel unpretty, whenever I feel down, is I do a lot of zikir.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I start getting mad, whenever I start getting all emotional and feel like my insecurities is taking over myself, I am macam, okay, astaghfirullah, subhanallah. Because whenever you start reminding yourself of God, you tahu that the Creator creates you this way there's a reason why.
Yeah,
you should
right?
be grateful of your body, appreciate it, So the zikir actually is a very constant, it's a good constant reminder that you should be grateful, and it kind of like macam therapy tau.
Yeah, it calms you.
Yeah, it calms you, it soothes you.
And it makes the worries go away. It makes the unnecessary negative, like those negative thoughts go away.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I feel down or when I feel like unpretty, I'll just randomly take wudu. And it kind of cools you off, and then you start to feel like fresh again, and that makes you feel better.
Okay, I have a question. What do you think of people who feels on their unpretty days, they decided to put up any of their best photos on social media and see if they get as many likes?
Oh, okay.
Is that like a good form of remedy?
I mean, this is a hard one. Like in my opinion,
But it's legit, right? People do that.
People do that a lot. I know a lot of people who do this, and in my opinion, I feel like you shouldn't seek like numbers of likes or
validations from others.
Validations from other people, because I think you need to have like your own self-affirmations for yourself. You need to tell yourself, you need to know yourself. You are beautiful. You are a strong woman. You are pretty no matter what. You have a beautiful soul. The thing is, when you start posting and you start depending on these likes, you kind of get addicted to it. And when you don't get as much likes as you did maybe the last time, like for example, you have this really beautiful selfie and you get 20 likes, and then the next day you post a beautiful selfie, you get maybe 10, and that actually makes you feel even more unpretty, and you get down about it because you're like, oh, how come not many people like this one,
Well, I suppose maybe too much vanity will lead to insecurities.
Yeah, you feel down about yourself because you're like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I get affected by it too. Sometimes if I post something like an outfit, I worked so hard with this outfit, but then I don't get as many likes as I thought I would, and it just makes me feel like, ew, like I'm just, what's wrong with me? How come nobody likes me and stuff like that? And it's not good. It's toxic, actually.
Yeah, I think the best tips when you feel unpretty, avoid social media, because like we all know, Instagram is a place where people put the best facade of themselves.
Oh yes, and you never know, like people always want to show the good side of their lives,
the best side of their lives. Somehow it'll affect you
it
feel
will
down.
affect your self-confidence and everything.
It'll affect your self-confidence, and you feel like there's a need for you to compete with others.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good word.
And that is not good.
No. Okay, these are the best days to focus on yourself. When you feel like, you're not as pretty or you just feel down, that's when you need to spend the time to get to know yourself and to remind yourself of your self-worth. And I think the simple things you could do is probably write down things that you're proud of yourself for.
Yes, things you're good at.
Yeah, things you're good at.
I read somewhere that there are actually signs of people who are actually insecure with themselves.
Oh.
And surprisingly, I have that trait.
I'm sure I am insecure. I know I am.
Back then, I am like really hard to take compliments from others.
Oh.
Because whenever people like compliment me, yeah, but then
you create excuses.
So but then it's just like, it's just makeup. No, it's just like filter. I don't take compliments gracefully. But then I keep on reminding myself, if you're insecure, that means you're ungrateful with God.
That
whatever
is
that
true.
God has given to you. And you have to like keep that in mind whenever people say, Alhamdulillah, Hana, you're doing good. Hana, you're dressed up so well. Alhamdulillah, thank you so much. Just take compliments gracefully.
Yeah, say thank you. Even though you think like, that maybe they're just saying this, or maybe, I don't feel great.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just say thank you, Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
And eventually, I think that kind of like helps you feel better about yourself.
Yes. That, and also if you feel unpretty on that day, I don't know, maybe look for something that you can contribute. Maybe ask people if they need help from you. Do good to others on that day, because I don't know, somehow doing good to others, it affects, you feel good about yourself.
You will.
It's like you discover, hey, you know what, at least I am playing this part in whatever God's scheme, I'm helping others.
Again, when you feel good from the inside, it'll just show on the outside.
Yes. And also, another tip. If I feel unpretty on that day, I would call people that I really care and love.
Aww.
And just ask about their day,
Aww.
How's your day? What are you doing,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I do agree with that, because like, like sometimes, for instance, this might sound weird, but like, if I don't speak to my dad for like a long time, or if I don't speak to a friend who I haven't spoken to in a while, and then I call them up and, I ask them like how you did. And, once you get to talk to people and you have like a good conversation, once you hang up, for some reason, you just feel so much better about yourself. Mm-hmm. And that just makes you more confident, and it builds your self-confidence once you like help people. You could do simple things, like if you see a lady trying to cross the road all by herself, lend her a hand, walk her across the street. Like, it doesn't always have to be beauty like on the face or physical beauty. Yeah, but it can be beauty from within. Just be a good person and you'll feel beautiful all the time.
Yeah, okay. Do you have like any quick tips on how you want to like really get yourself ready and feel confident?
I always carry around sunblock with me. Mm-hmm. And then I always have like a water spray just to freshen up my face whenever I feel tired, or I just feel like, lemao. And then I'll just like spray my face with water to freshen me up. I carry around lip balm all the time, so that because my lips get pretty dry, so I need to like always constantly put on some lip balm. Mm-hmm. What about you, Hana?
Well, same here. I mean, if I like on days that I feel unpretty, I use my best perfume. Now it feels like you are rejuvenated, If you've worn your best stuff on you, you rasa macam you ada spirit nak continue with whatever that you're doing on that day.
Yes, I have one specific perfume that I keep for special occasions.
Okay.
So I get you. I totally understand.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, why does this feeling even exist,
Yeah.
Does it like rooted from the pressure that you need to be perfect in anything and everything?
Like constantly being perfect?
Yeah, like perfectly dressed,
And if you see everywhere, there's always like pictures of beautiful, beautiful women, and they just look like goddesses. Like they look so perfect, and you want to be like that. But in reality, everybody looks different. Everybody's different than everybody else. And I think it's the constant need to always, you always just want to be perfect. But we have to realize that, we're made to not be perfect. Mm-hmm. No one is perfect. And you have to realize, like, sometimes, like, the pictures that you see in the magazine or the pictures that you see online of people, most of the time those are edited and they're not even the real deal. They're not the real picture. And we need to not be so consumed into like trying to be perfect, because we're always going to make mistakes. And
yes,
I mean, our face, if you look at it, like it's not symmetrical. One eye is smaller than the other, one ear is smaller than the other, one foot is larger than the other, and we just have to embrace what we have.
Embrace the imperfections.
Yeah.
And also I think if any of you, who are even listening or watching, if you're an influencer, if you're a celebrity, if you're an artist, emphasize that you don't have to necessarily be perfect. Because personally, I think celebrities, they actually they have like this huge influence, of driving girls to accept themselves as who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it's okay for you, because I think there's this one time whereby Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia
She
Keys.
decided not to wear makeup at all.
I love her.
Even during her performance, when she go out, I'm like, whoa! I have huge respect on her, for having the guts to do it, because like nobody wouldn't even dare to
do that, because everybody I know a lot of people who have to go out and they have to wear makeup and stuff like that. I mean, you do you, but please just know that you don't need all that to be pretty.
Yeah.
And I respect Alicia Keys. Hashtag goals right there. I want to be her. It all comes down to being grateful for what God gave you. Maybe, you should take the time to reflect and look at people, go outside, maybe visit places where, you see people who don't have what you have. You know what I mean? To actually realize that, whoa, you've got a lot and you actually are pretty.
Yeah. The thing is, stop wanting validations,
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah. Stop wanting validations, because you have to look, who do you have around you that is with you during your ups and downs.
Yeah, and I think most importantly, like, you need to love yourself before
Yes.
you even like try to, always want to have validations from people and try to get people to love you. You need to love yourself.
But yeah, if you have any suggestion and like, what do you do to?
Yeah, what do you guys do to make
Yeah.
yourself feel good and pretty? Or, maybe what are the times, when are the days that you feel like you're not pretty? Is there something that someone said, or is it
Yeah.
something that you did? Let us know. We would love to know. We would love to read your comments. And for whoever's listening out there, don't forget to hashtag Hijabae in the city so that we can find you or your pictures and your posts.
Inshallah, we'll see you again in our next episode of Hijabae in the City. Assalamualaikum.